Julius Anyoka. I'm an advocate of the High Court. Today I come for a ruling in regards to an application which has been filed by Honorable Martha Karua, where she was seeking to commence private prosecution against the returning officer, Kirinyaga County, Iebc, and the two other presiding officers who are conducting elections on behalf of Iebc in the gubernatorial elections of 2017. That is Honorable Martha Karua was seeking to privately prosecute the interested parties I've already mentioned. However, the application was declined and dismissed because the court found that the application had no merit on the following grounds. First, the court found that there was no evidence that these election offences were committed in the year 2017 by the alleged respondents. Two, there is no evidence that a formal report was launched to the DCI and the Director of Public Prosecution. There was no evidence that was tendered before court. Three, the court found that since this was an election petition, and where these allegations of election offences were made before the court, there was no finding by the court and a certificate issued in that regard that indeed there was a disclosure of any election offences, and accordingly an order was not issued by the High Court in the election petition for Honorable Martha Karua to proceed, or the Director of Public Prosecution to proceed and open criminal proceedings in a magistrate's court. Then further, there was an issue of jurisdiction. The court made a finding that pursuant to Section 22 of the Elections Act, any allegation of commission of election offences is supposed to be commenced by the Director of Public Prosecution within 12 months of the alleged date of commission of those offences. The offences which are being alleged to have been committed were allegedly committed on 9th of August 2017. If she wished to pursue those criminal allegations, then it was incumbent upon Honorable Martha Karua to ensure that the Director of Public Prosecution, the report was made and prosecution commenced within 12 months of the alleged commission of the offences. Two, since Honorable Martha Karua elected to wait the decision of the High Court, where she had filed an election petition challenging various allegations of irregularities and malpractices, then upon the determination of the petition, which was sometime in August 2018, then 12 months within that period, then she's supposed to have commenced these criminal offences against the alleged or suspected officers. Now, having failed to do that, then the court lacks jurisdiction beyond the period of 1 year or 12 months to proceed with prosecution of those offences. Then finally, before an elections court entertains or determines an offence arising out of the Election Offences Act, that particular court, as per Section 23 of the Elections Act, must be gazetted. It must be a special court gazetted by the Chief Magistrate, that it has got power to hear and determine a particular complaint of an election offence arising from an Election Offences Act. That having not been done, then this particular court found that it lacks jurisdiction to entertain Honorable Martha Karua's application and accordingly proceeded to dismiss the application.